I swear. I see way too much of those people. And I'm sure they see way too much of me. But that's the way it goes. When you're in a band, you become a crazy tribe of crazy people. And it's like, you can't be with them, but you can't be without them. Well, in any case. We've had a lot of fun doing this tour. We really didn't know what to expect. You know, we weren't planning on making an acoustic record anyway, and we never saw ourselves doing an acoustic tour. So this has been a really fun challenge. It's always fun to do some new stuff. So this has been great, and I'm really glad you guys came to see it. And I don't know if any of you donated on Kickstarter or if you saw our fundraiser on Kickstarter. And if you did donate, thank you so much, because that's why we're out here. We wouldn't have been able to do this tour without your support on that site. So thanks very much. Okay. So I like to spend my summers on this island called Martha's Vineyard. I really love that place. It's really, really gorgeous. And a really good friend of mine from college was born and raised there, so I get to go there for free, which is huge. You know, musicians, we're poor. Without that, I don't think I would ever really have any summer trips or any trip besides touring. And touring really doesn't count, to be honest. You don't really get to see much of anything except for the car, some stuff through the window, going really fast, and then usually a dingy club, although this club is not dingy at all. This is a really beautiful club. And they fed us so well. Oh my God, I could barely move after I ate all that food. Anyway, so back to summers. Martha's Vineyard, right. So one summer we were there with a couple of friends, and I woke up and it was just a gorgeous day. And we decided that it was so gorgeous that we needed to remember it. And the only way we could really remember it and make it special was to eat mushrooms. And I had never eaten mushrooms before. It took me that long, you know. It was a couple of years ago. It took me that long to get to that place where I was ready. And yeah, so it kicks in. And really, I had no idea that the sky could be pink in that way, that the sun could be pink in that way, that everything could be pink in that way. And I had no idea that grass could move without any breeze. And it was the first time that I deeply realized that the trees have always loved me. And that I've always loved them, and that we can communicate in this way, in this deep way. And we're walking through the woods, and the path ends on this cliff overlooking the ocean. And we sat there for, I don't know how long, but it must have been several hours because the sun set, and that was when things went very, very wrong. I didn't know it could go that wrong. And the sky was black, and the trees didn't love me anymore. In fact, I was convinced that they just really fucking hated me. And they were lying to me before about how much they loved me. And so we start running back to the car because we're really freaking out at this point. And then I see this bird flapping around. And you know, you reach that really lame place where you're all like, dude, what is that? And we get closer, and I realize its neck is broken. Poor bird, yeah, its neck is broken. And then I have this brilliant idea, a stroke of genius. I say, I'm gonna put this bird in my bag, and we're going to nurse it back to health. We drive the bird into town, we bring it into a store, we put it on the counter, and we say to this woman, please tell us what to do. And she really didn't bat an eyelash. She was just like, I love birds, I'm a big bird lover. But this little guy is a goner. And if you care at all, you would. And we are tripping very hard at this point. And we start crying in her store. And she hands us a box, and she's like, here, put the bird in there. And then when we put the bird in there, we realized just how injured it is. Oh, it was flapping around in the most awful way. And yeah, I realized, okay, maybe mushrooms are not a great idea. Maybe they're not a great idea. But we drive the bird back into the woods. We start arguing. We're like, no, you do it. No, you do it. No, you do it. And finally, we make the vegetarian. I know, it was fucked up. It was fucked up, but I couldn't be the one to do it. I was too much of a pussy. I got scared. I was crying hysterically. It couldn't be me. And everybody else ran away. So it was James. It was James, the guy that was sitting right there, the vegetarian in our group of friends that did it. And yes, it's horrible. We became bird killers and we were devastated, absolutely devastated. So we decided, okay, the only way we can make this night all right after all this is to go watch some fucking baseball and try to forget this ever happened. But anyway, you know, we didn't just walk away with this story and walk away being bird killers. James apparently sat on that cliff, and when he was by himself, he heard a song that came to him on a breeze. And apparently, I'm meant to sing it. And so every night I have to tell this story so that we can dedicate it to our poor little friend Ziggy. We named him. It's true, we named him Ziggy. And so we have to dedicate it to him every night. The song is called Blind Little Rain.